suspect that talking to your inner child is not particularly appealing to males, especially older men, as a tool in dealing with depression, alcohol, and substance use issues. Why? It requires having to be vulnerable in a very female way. That's how society has conditioned us, especially the baby boomer and Gen X demographic. Males are the protector of woman and family. Men don't show weakness. We don't cry. We do not reach back in time and pull out the fear, shame, and uncertainty of a teenage boy. My anecdotal experience tells me that lawyers tend to be not much different as a group, if even not more closed off to that child. We are trained to exploit vulnerability in the adversarial process. We're not as good as looking inward and backward. This can be especially true when trauma threads through the life experience. In my recovery, I'm not sure I would be where I am today if I had not dropped the masculine expectations and explored the teenage Brian's loneliness and need for acceptance. It's one of the hardest things I've done in recovery because it's counterintuitive. It continues to be very cathartic as a healing tool. I do it in therapy. I reach back in time at my home. I allow the little boy Brian to have his say on paper with expressive writing. Here are some conversations I've had with the young Brian. He answers me back in my dreams and in my day-to-day recovery. I love him. It took me a while to get there. Dear Brian, I see you in my dreams. It's 1975. You are 14 years old, alone in your bedroom. You're sitting at a table playing with your baseball cards, putting stamps in the album given to you by your brother Mark. So alone, wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted, wanting to be included in the lively conversations in high school. The after parties, trips to Mickey D's, the prom, holding hands with a girl, the first kiss that is so fearful and elusive. You can hear the kids chattering about seeing the group Supertramp in concert. You're sitting at their table in the lunchroom but invisible, non-existent, wanting to exist if only for that moment. Please ask me to go. Please include me. I won't ever ask again. You know the answer. We don't include fat kids in our group. You will never be one of us. You will never date one of us. You will never go to our prom. You will be alone forever. So many decades have passed. You know that I'm approaching 60. I want you to understand, however, the lessons I've learned. You are not alone. I am always with you, guiding you. I will take away your pain and absolve you of your shame of body and self, and of your guilt, the self-blame. It's not your fault. You're a child. You have your whole life in front of you. Know that your mom loves you, your father and your brothers. You're too young to understand this now. You were never taught to stand up to the bullies who made fun of your body, the bullies who assaulted you. Forgive yourself for that. It's okay to be quiet. It's okay to be shy. You're a beautiful little boy. Love yourself. I love you. You are enough. You will always be enough.